Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the left side. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man in the middle. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Hits inside. It's Clark. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Dragged down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Tuggle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sellers from the gun on third down. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick give. It's Bishop. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Motion from the wide receiver. Rid of it on the RPO. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Making the adjustment on the play. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Throwing right. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Boy, had a chance to make a connection there, but he fired it in there. Maybe needed to take just a hair off of that one.
Hey, these quarterbacks nowadays, Reese, they got that arm arrogance, baby. They're trying to fit everything in there right now, cram it in that box. Sometimes you got to take a few RPMs off of it, soften it up a little bit, and use a little bit of touch.
The Gamecocks will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Fourth down, Sellers. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Sellers to throw. They're all over it. Turns it upfield. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Clark. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Out wide left, it's Tyler. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Sellers. Looking for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Second and long here. Making the adjustment. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Out wide right, it's Clark. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
From the gun on third down, Sellers fires to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The run inside, it's Bishop. Not much he could do there, does pick up 2 to the 34. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Inside. Can't get him to the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
There's some daylight. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Vols are moving quickly down the field.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Sellers. Rush right in his face. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Good, strong tackle.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running inside, it's Bishop. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rashad Downs going up top. Stepping to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A little release to the back. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Vols!
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing 1 possession. They're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Mean Green, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up the field. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Makes the grab and room to run. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Just smothered on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sellers. Big fella moving. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Going for 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. 4th down, Sellers. Looking for the score. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Wants to throw on 1st. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Bishop. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right side, it's Jackson. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
And the Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls it in. It's Davis. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tuggle. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Hits inside, it's Clark. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He's past the sticks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that...
Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken care of.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Clark. Enough to move the chains. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Switch it. Here we go. They'll run it. Maybe a crease. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he's in! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying to make magic with his feet. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Churns into the pile. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Drops back on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Look out! Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. There he goes! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Smith's got it. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Makes the grab on 3rd. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Pulls it in. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able...
Snags it, and he's open. The 20. He is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Tuggle. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the right side. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. He's changing the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Fires to the right. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they